Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Manic Monday video. I am Jen with Cards Zen by Jen. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we are going, instead of doing a 5-minute card, we are going to do a 5-minute 3D project. This is the best time of year to use this basket design. So here's my basket. These are really great at Easter time to use as just cute little baskets. So this one's empty so that I could turn it on its side and show it to you. And then you can put a design of your choice here. And then here is one that is filled with candy, as you can see. Let me try to turn this over. I like the butterflies for the spring. I'm not sure why, but they're pretty and they were easy to do. So let me show you how to make this basket. It's so simple that it's almost embarrassingly simple, but this is my go-to design. And even when it's not Easter time, I use this design for if I need table favors for my Stampin' Up! Classes. When I need table favors as a little thank you, I put a couple of pieces of candy in there. And instead of Easter blessings, obviously, I would change this out to a thank you or a welcome or, thanks for joining me, something like that. So let me show you what you're going to need to make this basket. You just need a 6x6 piece of DSP or cardstock. If you want a sturdier basket, you can use cardstock for this. You are also going to need a piece of either DSP or cardstock that coordinates with this paper, and it is going to be 6 inches by a 1/2 inch. This is going to be for your handle. So let me show you how easy it is to make this. Again, embarrassingly easy. I've used this for so many things, and I have filled them with things other than candy. So I'll be sure to post a couple of my pictures of what I have done with this before. We are going to take this 6x6 inch piece of DSP, and you are going to score it 2 inches and another 2 inches. Turn it on its side, 2 inches, another 2 inches. Because this is so simple, I'm going to just use my trimmer with the scoring. I'm going to use this scoring blade here. Be careful how hard you push on that when you're using DSP. You don't want to go through your paper. So I'm going to come in here to the 2 inch mark and go across that a couple of times. Bring it out to the 4 inch mark because again, I want every 2 inches. Go across that a couple of times. Turn it on its side. Let's do it again. 2 inches. Oops. Go to the 4 inch mark and do it again. Okay. So now you are going to have these little squares. It's easier to see it on this side of the paper. You are going to have these little squares, and what we're going to do is on this side and this side, it doesn't matter which side, it's a square. You are going to cut in here and cut in here, and then cut in here and cut in here. Do not cut on all 4 sides of your paper. So let me show you, and forgive me, but I took my paper snips and stuck them somewhere else. So I am going to have to use my Fiskars. I apologize. Should be using my Stampin' Up! Products, but I took them and put them somewhere else. So I'm going to cut in, along that scoring. I'm going to cut in just till I get to that next line. On the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. Cut in and cut in. Okay. So you have these pieces on the sides. Let me get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. So what we're going to do is we are going to fold in and crease that. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. These creases I want nice and tight. So crease that. Now, my crease here on these sides, again, this is the main part of my basket. So I want this folded, but I don't want it as sharp of a crease as my other ones because I do want it to appear a little rounded. Again, you have your basket, it's this right here. So I want that just to be a little bit more rounded. Now, we are ready to glue our basket together. Let me show you how easy this is. You can use your green Tombow glue, or you can also use your tape, whatever works better for you. But what we're gonna do is I am going to put glue, fold this middle piece in, and I'm putting glue at the top and the sides, okay? And then for this piece, I want to put glue, make sure I get this right, along this left-hand side. Top corner should be good. Okay, so I'm going to keep this in, and we are going to bring this piece up and this piece up, and I want to put the corners at the top together. Do you see how that goes? I'll show you again on the other side. It does not have to be exact. The nice thing about the Tombow glue is that if you need to fidget with it a little bit, you can do that. Again, it does not have to be exact. So let's do the other side now that I have that pretty much held. And again, I got glue on my fingers, as the usual with me. So let's do this again. We're gonna put glue top, edge, and just down the side. And then we're gonna put glue on the inside, on the left side, inside of this piece, okay? Bring it in and bring it in so that the top corners, the top points come together, and then make sure that that inside flap gets pushed together just like that. It doesn't get any easier than this. Again, very embarrassing how easy this is. So now that we have done that, let's take our handle. Sometimes I like to break the fibers up in the paper and just take your bone folder and see how nicely that makes that curl. So all that we are gonna do here, add just a little bit of glue to the bottom, and I'm gonna sit this right on top of this inside piece. I'm gonna sit it right there. So don't go too deep with that glue. You're gonna sit it right there. Again, the Tombow glue allows me to fidget with it a little bit and make sure that's where I want it to be. Again, I'm at the very bottom of this. May have gotten that up a little bit too high, but let's see. There you go. There you go. So now what you can do is you can use a circle punch or whatever design that you have. I've used the punch and did some daffodil paper. Let me see, I used some of that old, I think it was called Bird Ballad paper in the past, and then put the butterfly on top of it. Whatever you have an abundance of or sitting around, now's the time to use it up. And I just cover this area right here, put my design on it, put my sentiment on it, whether it's welcome spring, Easter blessings, happy Easter, thanks for coming, welcome, friends like you, whatever it is. So simple to do. I hope you make a bunch of these. I hope you enjoy the design. And again, I will post pictures of some of the other things that I have done with this design in the past. This paper came from the Dandy Designs paper. It was that huge paper pack that was with Celebration. Celebration is still going on until February 28th. If you purchase $100 or more in your Stampin' Up! Order, you can get this paper for free, and it comes in 12 by 12, so you can imagine how many little baskets you can make out of that paper when you're cutting it down to 6 by 6. So, any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I will catch you next Monday for another Manic Monday. Have a great day. Happy stamping.